Hey, what's going on, guys? So, I'm gonna do a little bit of acting today because everything, everything in my life right now should be good, was made to be good, was helped to be good, but you know, me and the way I am made it all bad. Shout out to Maverick in the building. So I know a lot of y'all are probably gonna see this live after the fact. You're gonna see it after it's up because I'm not gonna be in here too long. I'm gonna get out what I need to get out, and then I'm out. So I'm actually walking in this Walmart to get a rack because my orders, orders I get, it's gonna show my rack at my car, and the orders I make, the water, the drink, so I'm about to do action. So I'm gonna try to get in and out of here. Shout out to H Way. We're gonna talk about that ride along shortly. But yeah, we got a lot of bad habits. Excuse me, do you have an outdoor department? Outdoor department? Yeah, like grills and stuff like that. On the corner. Perfect. Thank you. All right. So the sports betting my way to 20,000. We're gonna talk about that. In the building. Shout out to Rhino in the building. Scott Hall in the building. Good riddance in the building. Um, so yeah, we're looking for a grill rack because, like I said, I leaked the drinks from like 4 or 5 different orders all over my saddlebag, and plus saddlebag only ripped because of the open my ad on saddle and weak that to grow that would on that spot and see if we can find one over here. I have a lot of that stuff. Because his main reason I don't have time to do lives at this point, but I would still want to like do something. I'm not trying to neglect. We're gonna talk about all that in a second because um, I just don't have time. Um, excuse me. Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, I'm sorry. Do you guys have like the metal racks to go to grills separate? Yep, to put inside. Okay. Thanks. That sucks. I'm not trying to have to buy a whole grill to get that because, excuse me, because I don't have that. Guys, I'm actually the most sad I've been since I left Wilmington. We're gonna get into it. I'm having a manic breakdown right now. I've been having it the past 4 days. I'm pretty sure most of you guys knew, and I was trying to cover up how I was feeling, but now it's just gone too far, and I don't want to deactivate my channel. All right. Yeah, Walmart don't allow you to connect to StreamYard through the app, or Walmart doesn't allow StreamYard connection, so I can't use Walmart Wi-Fi. I'm about to get out of here anyway. Just hit my shoulder on that metal rack. I'm gonna have to go to Home Depot tomorrow. Okay, I gotta get a rack because my bag is like literally tipping over whenever I ride to like, and it's tipping over the drinks. I've only had one drink. Excuse me, I only ever had one drink that poured out most of the drink. All the other drinks are like um, halfway spilled out, all in that bag. So yeah, it's a mess. We're almost out of here. I get the next one. Sorry. Hey, thanks. All right, we're out of here. All right. So back to the point. I know it might look like I might be, even though I sound like I don't sound happy. It might look like I'm normal, like I have a normal life. But guys, I'm having a manic break. We got Nab in the building. We got Scott, doctor. Look, we're gonna only be on here. I'm only gonna be here for like a half an hour, 45 minutes. I'm gonna explain to you guys what's going on. and I'm gonna give you the solutions to all the problems and everything, in regards to everything going on. I've been out here working since about 11 o'clock. I'm gonna work until, you know, 12 at the least. It's been pretty consistent. Like I've pretty much worked like 3 hours, 4 hours of actual delivery time today, and I've probably had maybe 2 hours of I wouldn't say that much. Let's say I had 3 active hours and like 2 hours of nothing. But the Prop 22 money is making up for it because I'm starting to master taking the right orders, taking the orders that have tips and doesn't go against, because you have orders that'd be like $9 for like 4 miles, and you jump on that thinking it's a tip involved, but then you realize there's no tip. So in reality, that $9 order that you knocked out in like 15 minutes, you're not getting no extra money. You're costing yourself money because of the fact you're taking some of the money away from what DoorDash is gonna have to pay you with Prop 22 because that miserable person didn't want to tip. You know, so let me see. All right, so you have. Hold on, let me turn my camera before I get back on the bike and start. So this is the first start of the day. As you can see, 1 hour of dash time, an hour and a half of, active time, 1 hour and 9 minutes, and then dash time, 1.5 hours. Okay, and then you got 1.5 hours of active time with 2 hours and 48 minutes of dash time. As I said, I did about 2 hours of, or no orders and 3 hours of, actually, let's call it 3.5 to 4 hours because Grubhub, I had a couple orders I did. Let me look here and show you that too. And I don't know if they'll let me show it in the same way. No, only going to show the one. They ain't going to show the, okay, here we go. So you see, Grubhub, I've had 2 orders on Grubhub, which took about maybe 45 minutes to do. So as I said, I got about 3, 4 hours of active time, and I got 2 hours of time that I wasn't of course, getting paid for. And then you got to remember, you get you get Prop 22 money, so you get paid for your active time. So that means that on top of the money that I'm at so far, which is what 22 plus 22 plus so we got 56 plus 22, or 57 plus 22 would be $79. So $79 in a little under 4 hours, and that doesn't include the Prop 22 money. Because remember, tips don't count. So when you have 16, okay, when you show here $16 is tips, $15 is pay. So that means you got $15 for DoorDash on that one, and you got $9 here. So that means you got $25 paid, but you got 3 hours of active time. That means they're gonna owe me a minimum of $60 for the time. So that means that $25, I got $35 more dollars coming, plus the mileage. But just say the time, okay? Um, Driving a Wolf, I'm in a bad mood right now. Please, bro, don't start with me today. Just go the fuck off my channel. I'm not in the mood, Driving a Wolf. You're gonna get the smoke. You always want to act like you know something. You're right. Dude, I just fucking said that. Okay? Did I not just sit here and say that active time pays you. Dash time does not pay you. So, dude, just fucking go somewhere, okay? Not in the mood right now. I saw you in Discord. I made $100. What are you doing today? Dude, who gives a fuck? You made $100 one time.
like in one day, in 2 hours. Dude, everybody does that if you do gig work once in a while. Okay? Jesus. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just not in the mood for stupidity right now. Just not in the mood. I'm having a bad day. Okay? Um, Shout out to Yano KD. Um, you know, you know, driving a wolf, maybe, it ain't no take a chill pill. Maybe like go and make a channel for yourself and go over there and let's see how you're gonna feel when you have people who are passive aggressive, like just for no reason. You're not my friend. Okay? I would never call somebody my friend or supporter that acts like this. That's part of what this live is about. Let me turn the apps on. I gotta get back to work. Shout out to OG in the building with the $2 super chat. I appreciate that, OG. Let's give it up to Amazing Hustler. I appreciate it, OG. Um, Search situation. Let me get back on point. So if you got $25 that DoorDash paid, but I got 3 hours of active time, then that means that they owe me is going to be an average of give or take $66. They're going to owe. But if they only paid $25, that means they still owe me roughly, let's just say 35 bucks. So you add the 35 bucks to the 70 or whatever whatever that number was, 78, just say 105 plus you add the Grubhub, Prop 22, whatever, you're at 110, $110 in about, give or take, 5 hours of actual work. So you're at $20 an hour at the least, okay? So we're out here grinding. And you know what? Let me get to why I'm doing this live because I really don't want to even be on this live right now because this is a bad look because I'm not in the mood. Not in the mood. Shout out to OG in the building. I appreciate that, OG. Shout out to H-Way. Appreciate that, H-Way. Hold on. Before I tell people to even get membership, like, let me retract that, guys. This is what I'm doing. Every 21st of the month, okay, and I just got an order for Blaze Pizza, $11 for 5 miles. We're gonna knock that out. Okay, guys, let me change to the headset. You see what I'm saying? It's nonstop deliveries if you're a top dasher, you know. And once again, with this being $10, more than likely, it's gonna be like a $2 tip. So it's gonna be $8. The $8 is gonna be the actual pay for the time. The rest of the money is gonna be like $2 is gonna be tip money, which ain't that bad. Because the way I look at it is this order with 5.5 miles is gonna take me about a half an hour. Okay, half an hour, which is gonna pay me with Prop 22 with the mileage. Mileage is about give or take $2, and then the time is gonna be 10. So that's $12 I'm getting paid. So that means if they don't tip, that means I'm only making an extra dollar. But if they tip, actually it says $11. So if they tip, let's say $3, then that means I make $15 in a half an hour. So that means that if I don't get another delivery for the hour, I'm not in that big of a hole. That's the reason why this makes sense to do it this way. All right, so shout out to Rocco, appreciate you. Uh, Twiggy, you're absolutely right. I'm gonna get into that in a second. That time away from this to focus on my mental health. As much as I hate using that word, but absolutely it is necessary. Okay. And by the way, guys, you know, when I saw with Sam Mitchell's comment, how much do the average DoorDash workers make? It depends on that driver. You got to remember, like Sam Lee, once again, he's the Hall of Fame candidate for like one of the best gig workers. He makes $100,000 a year, which is more than most people make at regular jobs.
But of course, he's working 100 hours a week. When you do DoorDash, you don't look at DoorDash. When you do DoorDash, you don't look at it that way. You look at it. You don't look at it like hourly. You look at it like how much money are you going to make for the day. You don't look at it at how much I'm making per hour. And you got to remember, beggars can't be choosers. If you go get a job, you're going to work and make this set amount of money. That's just what it is. And it's got to be less than you would make as a DoorDasher in California. But you got the structure, you got the stability, you got what I'm going to talk to y'all that I continue doing with money. But that's the thing with DoorDash, you get to just work as long as you want, really. And if you're a hard worker, this is the best thing for you because you can work as many hours and as long as you want to achieve whatever financial goal you're looking to hit. And then Sam Lee's example, he's trying to hit $100,000 a year. So he's going to do what he has to do in regards to time to achieve that. Now, this is where I have gone wrong. I'm going to get straight to what I did. I made a bad financial choice today. Let me turn this off. So I made a bad financial choice, all because of me the past week going manic because I got off my medication. I've been off medication for 2 weeks now, guys. Okay, and it caused me to go crazy. And yes, guys, I do suffer from bipolar disorder. And I'm gonna be real with you guys on this live today and tell you what's actually going on. No shame in the game. So what's going on is that me, I'm manic. I have anxiety. Okay, so the chat, guys, I promise, like future lives, let's just say tomorrow, I'll look at the chat more. And that's something else I'm going to talk about on this live. Make sure y'all don't let me forget. I'm going to talk about how me engaging in you know, the chat has to be more consistent. I'm going back to what made my channel great originally, okay? So we're going to talk about that, okay? But before we get to that, so bottom line is this, guys. When I don't take my medication, it causes me to act erratic. It causes me to make poor decisions. Okay, absolute poor decisions. It causes me to make bad financial decisions. Okay, which is what I'm dealing with right now, because everything was set up, between Cali Girl, between everything, you know, um, she's done everything's great. I reached out to my son to see if he's coming on the 15th or if he needed more time, and he said that he wanted to come, of course, but his grandmother is going through some things right now. I shouldn't even have said that. I didn't mean to say that, but I said it. It is what it is. Okay. See, I was seven. See that now. I was seven made 100,000 per year. I appreciate that. Um, I talked to you, Bill. Been vaccinated, about. So no, Furby, you're absolutely right. You can't be playing games with your medication. Cali Girl has been trying to force me to take my medication, but I don't listen. I'm hard headed. So let me break this down, you guys. And like I said, I'm making no excuses. It it is what it is. Thank you. Thanks. It is what it is. Okay. What happened was about 2 weeks ago. Okay, when I was doing, or actually 3 weeks ago, when I was trying to be a top dasher. Okay, when I was trying to be a top dasher 3 weeks ago, it was tired. I was out there working, not making money. Deliveries, okay? And I was, but I was like, because I was like, I was waking up, slept, and calorie that, right? 2 weeks, you remember, like you average 3 deliveries in 8 hours. But it's on. So in my that right now, you can I go and I get top dasher, taking my medication. People that gave me, which I asked them, no visit, health, he pretty much told me that he can't switch my medication out until he gets back off vacation because he doesn't want to give me something and I can't get it filled, and then I won't have I won't have the medication I need. So he said he'll wait till you get off vacation. I literally asked him that because I was going to tell him that the medication I'm on is making me hey the medication I'm on is making me sleepy, like I'm literally dead. I'm like a zombie with this medication. Like it makes me tired. I don't do nothing. And I'm not even trying to be, I'm not even a lazy person. Understand, I'm not lazy. Y'all saw me out here grinding. But when I take that medication for extra T, okay, I'll be sitting here. But yeah, um, when I'm on my medication, it makes me sleepy. Okay, and what happens is I get good sleep, but it's I gotta sleep like 12 hours, or I feel like crap. Like I don't feel like getting out of bed. Like I would try to work, but I'm falling asleep half of the day, and that's dangerous with being on this bike. It's dangerous to be on that medication and then be on this bike. And mind you, like I'm not making any excuses. I'm not trying to copy. I mean, I'm not trying to like cop out, but that's just the truth. And I can't risk it on a bike. If I was in a car, then it'd be different because I could just pull the seat back, take a nap. Now, back to the point at hand. I have not taken my medication for now 3 weeks because of the fact once I got top dasher, I started grinding it out. But without me taking my medication, it causes me to start acting out to where emotionally I'm all over the place. Like I would flip out for little things. Like one thing I will say, and I will say sorry to driving a wolf because even though I think some of the things he's done is stupid, I should not be talking to a grown man in that manner. So I'm sorry for talking to you crazy. I'm talking about like he was calm and rational. And even though I didn't agree with what he was saying, I should not have said the stuff I said to him. Just like even though I didn't agree with that one person said the other day, I should not have cussed them out. But that's part of what happens with me. It turns me into an angry person. And it pretty much turns me into what I need to be with some of these people that be treating me crazy. Like some of these people that be like, um, some of these people that be disrespecting me, that's what it turns me into. And by the way, guys, unless you put a super chat up, I'm not looking at your messages because I'm gonna keep it flowing. I don't get to. Okay, I'll tell y'all when I'm looking at the chat. But right now, I want to focus on the situation. So I take my medication, okay? And what happens is I could first like as long as nothing triggers me. Remember, if I don't take my medication, I still want to gamble on things outside of sports. I'm talking about anything I'll bet on. Casino, anything. If I don't have medication, it kills my impulse control. Or I make a quick decision like loaning somebody money. Like people hit me up, hey, can I borrow $100? And if I ain't on medication, I'm gonna feel so bad. And I said no, I don't got it. The medication, I just can't do it. I'm gonna waste the last of what I got. I got a guy right now who I looked out for him, and he still like he was paying my money. Like, no hate if he's watching right now. No, I'm not mad at him. But I don't want money anymore. And at this point, I use it because I'm too old. And tell him like he owes me this money and start drama. Oh, I rather just not give him no money no more. But point, okay. Um, I at first I didn't think that I was bipolar. I didn't think I was anything. I didn't think I had anxiety or had impulse control. About 10 years ago, when my mom told me about you know you might have PC. You had it when you were a kid. I'm like, no,
Sorry about that, guys. I got bad signal, and this order's taking forever, so I told him I'll come outside and wait for it. So back to the point. So back to the point. Um, what happens is, my mom told me to go get checked. I might have it because I had it when I was a kid. You know, I used to act erratic. I used to be all over the place. Blah blah blah. So I went to go get checked, and the doctor, based on what I said, the way I went from like talking about like money one minute, and I'm talking about this the next minute, and this and that and this and that. She's like, "You're definitely probably ADHD. You probably got ADHD. You know, you probably got it. Like, but not probably." She said, "You got ADHD, and you actually are probably bipolar." And that's when they gave me the money. Okay, I mean, I said the money. They gave me the medication at that point, Adderall. Okay, they gave me Adderall, and they gave me at the time Latuda. Yeah, I think it was called Latuda, because now I'm on like olanzapine. So I was on it, and everything was good in my life. Like I was able to focus. I wasn't getting angry no more. I was calm. You know, I was able to make that move to Las Vegas. My impulse control was better. And mind you, I got off of the medication when I moved to Las Vegas. And then within like 6 months or 3 months of being in Vegas, everything started going bad again. I'm talking about being nasty. I'm talking about I started like back gambling all my money away, just losing everything. I wasn't saving nothing. I was making irrational decisions. It was a disaster. Okay, keep it real, with y'all. And I went to the doctor out there, psychiatrist out there, got back on my medication, and I went back to being a normal guy. I mean, I would wake up, do like 12 hours of lift, and I was killing it. Mind you, remember that homeless place I told you about? That was me not being on medication. So back to the point, I get on the medication, everything's good. I'm crushing it. I create new avenues to make money. Everything goes good, okay? So then I moved back to Ohio, and I still have medication, left some leftover, but I didn't have medication now for like a couple months. This time I made sure to go get it. So I went to uh, this psychiatrist out there, and I got back on my medication because I started acting erratic right away. As soon as I got to Ohio, started acting erratic, but I was more controlled because Ohio, you can like make mistake after mistake, and you're never going to be out of luck because it's so cheap there. So I'm on my medication. I get to Wilmington, and I get on my medication again. Everything's good. But then the month before, you know, I had that breakdown. Like I'm talking about after YouTube happened for me, I made YouTube work for me. The month before, okay? And I'm telling y'all this story so that way you guys would know exactly what I'm going through right now. So a month before my YouTube channel popped off, okay, I stopped taking my medication. So I started being more, okay, we got another $7 from the same place, Blaze Pizza. So So you have out there, I got off my vacation because my doctor, I didn't have insurance. So I was paying out of pocket. And me going a month without my medication, that month before, I blew up on YouTube. Like, I started acting erratic again. But it wasn't that bad. I was still working all day, but it was making me comfortable sleeping in the car to achieve this goal. And mind you, that started right before I started doing YouTube. But then I stopped after a couple weeks of doing the car thing because it was like, it got old. So then I go back to just, you know, working all day, going to the house, but I'm still making irrational decisions. So then YouTube popped off for me. Everything was great. I was motivated because all the money I was making with YouTube, I saw every day. I was, you know, showing my son. Everything was great. But now I started the journey of, you know, sleeping in the car, not getting, not going home, just going home to shower pretty much. And then now I started having a manic episode because now I took on too much. I had, you know, my day was consisted of working like 10 hours. I had my son for 4 hours. And then I would, you know, get it. Hold on, guys. So I would work, naturally, I worked 12 hours, 12 hours of work, 4 hours with my son, and I had like 6 to 8 hours of sleeping. That's the reason why I chose to sleep in a car for those 6 to 7 hours. And then I would wake up, go shower, and there was a routine. But me not having my Adderall, it was draining me. Like I was drained. I was losing I wasn't getting sleep. You know, I was drained, tired, and I wasn't getting sleep. So now I started the manic episode. Okay, I started like thinking irrationally, which is why at that point I started gambling again. I started gambling, and when I remember, I'm not talking about sports bet gambling. I'm talking about like online gaming. But then, you know, after I started getting my head cracked, I started sports betting, and now, I started winning a little bit. But guess what happened, guys? I started bragging about how I'm making this money in sports betting, and I got all these people now that want me to put them on to doing it. And I helped one person make money, like $500. Yep, for two people. It's for actually for large pieces. Yep. Go ahead. It's gonna cut it up. Perfect. And then Egger. And two? Yep. So for that one, he ordered twice. So one of them was for delivery. You're supposed to deliver two. And on a side note, I said he actually placed it for pickup, but he wanted to deliver. Okay. Do you want to let him know, but like, do you want me to deliver all four pieces for you? Um, so it shows three items on here. Yeah, so he's gonna have two Doritos and a cheesy bread. But he ordered again. He left a side note saying that he placed it for pickup by accident. It's supposed to be I need a delivery. I mean, I can just take it. It's fine. Yeah. Okay. All right. So now you have, I'm sports betting, making money, making money. But then I started trying to, put people on the sports betting. And anybody that would know, like when people are relying off of your sports picks, uh, about how long you think with Edgar? How long about with Edgar? We're just waiting on for Edgar for the last. We give it like 6 minutes. Okay, I'll be back in. All right, so I told you before, like when people hit me up asking me to help them make money sports betting, I can't do that. You can put money in an account and follow my picks, but I can't, do that. So now, as soon as I start doing that, I get my head cracked. So of course, instead of saying no, I do it and I actually help this person convert money from free play into money they cashed out. But then I started getting my head cracked because now I'm betting for two people. So now I start losing. So I go and, I start losing, I get my head cracked. I'm already stressed because the delivery apps are slowing down in Wilmington. I got this YouTube money coming, but I'm being told that, I'm not going to go into that. But put it like this, okay? I didn't have my medication. I started making irrational decisions, and it got to the point that I went crazy, like to where I didn't care about nothing. But at the same time, Katrina, she was like, "Hey, if you need a place to crash for a little bit, so you can make money in the big city, see if it's better, so that way you can just come and make money whenever you want, because this city never sleeps with the gig apps. You can come." So I'm like, okay, you know what? I talked to my son's mom, talked to my son. I go and do that. And it was a little bit better, but I was still going through it because I'm like, I need to get back to my son and get back to my son. So now, so now I go and I'm talking to Caligar at this point. She's making me happy. We're talking for freaking hours. Everything's good, but I'm still, manic. So, the city out there was not good. It was kind of slow. So at this point, I come to California. Okay, and I'm gonna skip all the way to now. I've been on my medication for the most part for now a year and a half. For the most part, it's been smooth. Only when I take my bipolar medication because my impulse control is not there. I'm able to, think rationally, like it's gonna take this many weeks to achieve this number in my account, or it's gonna take this to do that. But when I don't take my medication, my mind does not think that way. My mind thinks I gotta get it all at one time. I gotta like make all this money so I can take care of everything. Then stuff that I can't even afford to take care of, and I know I can't take care of. So this is what happened. A few days ago, I find out that there's about to be a death in my son's family. And I'm feeling, I'm feeling for my son, thinking that, he's gonna probably be super hurt 'cause this is a close person to him. So I was affected by that. And what sucks is as a man, as a dad, I can't be there when it happens because I can't afford to go down there and be down there for the time that's going to take for it to happen because, it's already a hospice situation. It could be 2 weeks, it could be a month. I can't go down there, and if it's, a month, I can't afford to stay there. And then he wants to still come to California, you know, I wouldn't be able to afford two round trip flights. That's like $1,200. And then his flight, that's like $1,700, $1,800. I can't afford to do that right now. But I could afford to do it if I focused on just doing DoorDash, these gig apps, and just focus on that and not on all the other stuff, which we're going to get into in a second, that I'm focused on. But instead of me focusing on, my money and the things that actually is profitable to me, I'm just over here because once again, I'm not thinking rationally, still trying to appease everybody, make everybody happy. And what sucks is the people that I'm trying to make happy don't even appreciate what I'm doing, the fact that it's costing me time and money. But it ain't their fault that they don't appreciate it because I never told them what's going on. I never told them why I don't want to do this. I just blame them when it just hits me hard. I blame some of you guys. And it ain't your fault because I could have been honest with y'all and told y'all I can't afford to do lives. I don't have the energy to be on here for 8 hours talking, 6 hours talking, even 4 hours talking. Even if I'm not talking, I'm still listening. Imagine listening to something that you don't care about for freaking 6 hours while you're trying to work and make money with a legit job. Because now I'm like always getting deliveries. I'm always active. Like rarely am I sitting around for more than 15 minutes now. So this is like a real job at this point. But instead of telling y'all the truth, I decided to lash out at you guys and, go in. And that's my fault. But I'm still not going to take back the stuff I said about some of you guys because I still stand true with that. I mean every word of what I said because of some of the stuff you guys said to me and things, um, are I'm not going to treat anybody else that way except for me. But back to the point. So, years ago I said, you know what, getting I got to figure this out. But mine, the whole time I didn't take the whole time, right now, top to Ashley, I didn't take my medication because I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm going to be too tired, I'm going to be groggy, I don't feel like feeling like crap all day. So, you know, I'm going to make it work. I'm going to make it work. And that's what I tried to do. And I was able to do it. Now, I got to the top Ashley status after the Quinn Center. Okay? That was my goal. I'm happy. I finally hit the goal. Okay, I hit the goal. That's going to take 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, and I'm there. I'm at the finish line. Instead of me focusing on me, which is what I said I was going to do in regards to like, you see what's in okay, instead of focusing on saying, um, I'm done. I'm done with I'm done with anything other than DoorDash. I'm gonna just do DoorDash and Grubhub and just do that content. Focus on that content. I'm not gonna be talking about no other topics because those other topics I don't care anyway. And then just being inevitable. I decided to come on here and tell all these people, hey, do a show together. You do a show, guys, you out there, do this, I'll let you use my channel. I just put all this unnecessary time into my life that I didn't do. And why am I coming on YouTube to help somebody else? Help somebody else out for doing something they can do on their own. Like anybody can come on here. Like think about this, okay? If you're valuable, like a lot of you guys say you're valuable, you should be able to go on your own channel because remember, it's free to own land, aka a YouTube channel. It's free. You don't have to pay for land. You don't have to pay taxes on that. Nothing. But if you are as entertaining as you say you are, and the way you make me you are, okay, you should be able to go on your channel and create something that people want to like and tune into. But instead of me realizing that in fact I'm trying to push people that may not be that lit enough to get an audience, I'm trying to push them onto my channel to get my audience to be entertained enough to like support me. financially in some kind of way eventually. But in reality, it ain't never gonna happen because the stuff that I'm pushing and the stuff they're talking about is not what you guys want to hear. And then with me being on this bipolar trip and I'm off my meds, like I'm always angry at people. That does sell to some people, but you gotta remember, drama YouTube channels don't get money. Drama YouTube channels, unless you're big, you grow big, okay, I mean, you got to do your job all the time. You don't make no money on YouTube. Your channel sucks because you're gonna have no offense to anybody because you know if you're not broke, this is not to you. But you're gonna have broke customer base. And what I mean by broke, not saying you don't have money, but you don't have uh, the want to spend your money on my content. Okay, so I'm bankrupting you guys because you guys don't want to spend your money with me. That, perfect thing. That means that by me bankrupting you guys, by me giving you guys trash. I saw that Rocco, but I'm sorry. I saw that because I put the phone down to get some t-shirts. But I'm sorry, guys. I can't really get the shot right now. I'm having like this. I'm trying to think here with you guys and be real because I know you guys. So, okay. So what happens now? Okay, so what happens is that you know me telling these people that they can help me make money and create content that I don't even believe in. Like I don't. You gotta remember. Like I have not watched too many of my lives that, I go to sleep and people still be on. I haven't watched too many because they're not really, in my opinion, for me, interesting enough. And your channel is supposed to reflect what you are entertained and what you believe in and what you want to see. And if I don't want to see that, how can I expect people to want to see that? And as I looked at my last few lives, the numbers, I'm looking here and I'm seeing it and I'm like, what the heck? Like I've literally with me pretty much by myself, just talking, me by myself just talking, I've done about 1,000 views on each live. But the prior lives of me doing panels, I've done garbage. Like I'm at like 400 or 500 views. So I had to look at the fact that like this is not making sense. Why am I doing this? So now let's come all the way back now to like, why am I doing this? It's to appease people. So when I said, I'm not gonna be a part of the live, but if you want to do the live, you can do it. I would forget my charger cord. Lord, now I gotta buy a charger cord before my phone dies. My phone's about to die. I can't use the other phone to stream off of. Now I gotta talk fast just in case it dies before I gotta drop these orders off. Ain't that? And I was just in Walmart. All bad. So let me see. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Actually, I can't swap now. I just gotta hurry up with these orders and go buy a charger. So back to the point. So I'm letting people do. Let me cut off all the other apps and put this in low power mode real quick. Come on, guys. All right, so we're in low power mode. All right, so back to the point. Back to the point at hand. So instead of me just focusing on me, I'm so busy I'm thirsty to try to, appease other people, to try to help other people make money, or not make money, but like, to help other people, like, get popping on YouTube. Like I'm something.
disgusting, which I'm not. But that's victim environmental assassination. All right, so now you got that okay? So I found myself on last weekend going manic because of everything I was transpiring, everything was bad. I found myself going manic because I started like lashing out. I started going crazy, which I wasn't happy with. Okay? So I go and instead of like topping out and telling everybody that I gotta go, I keep the show going. And that's when I finally got fed up with for and said, you gotta go. But I'm fed up. And that's why certain people who have been disrespected for freaking forever, I got fed up and said, y'all gotta go. Enough is enough. Our time here is done. So, like I said, today I made a big, actually yesterday I made a back and I gotta blame it on, me neglecting my mental health, me not doing what I gotta do get straight. So, this live's probably gonna end in about 15 minutes. Battery can die anyway. When the battery dies, that's gonna be a lot. Okay, on this phone. I gotta get to work. This is what's gonna happen, guys. On the 21st of every month, anybody with a membership can ask for a refund. I'll give you your money back with YouTube fees. So if you pay a $5 membership, I'll give you a $5. And that's for everybody that's been on it. I did this last time. I did this last time during sports betting. I was making good money sports betting, but then instead of me focusing on me and me just sports betting, I got to tell nobody about sports betting. So 1 week, I got a big week. I got my hand cut. The previous 3 weeks, 8,000. In the first week that I go official, and I'm sure of all my picks, I get my hair cut. Because I was focused, because I was making bets, trying to like look like I'm great instead of making a bet like you make. That made me money. So I'm gonna do the same thing right now because right now in a year I need to make $100,000. Same way Sam Lee's making, same way Al Seven's making, the same way a lot of people are making. I gotta make money and I gotta focus on that. I can't be playing around with YouTube. Now, it doesn't mean I'm not doing YouTube. What it means is that with my YouTube channel, I'm going back to when it started at. It started as a motivational channel for people who are going through midlife crisis, people going through bad moments in their life, had nobody to turn to. It was a channel for people that just work all day and need that motivation to get through the day by somebody doing the same thing as them. That's what made my channel great. It was me coming on and looking at the chat and reading every single chat message. Okay, so if the audio is bad, hold on, guys. Fix it. Hold on. All right, we should be good now. All right, that should be better for y'all. So back to the point, and let me know if it's still bad, guys. Let me know if it's bad. But all right, let's get back to the point at hand, guys. So my channel is still my channel. It's still going to be good because what I'm going to do now, guys,
And the reason why I say I'm gonna look, I took a lot of what was said yesterday with Rage Face, with a bunch of the people into consideration. You guys literally, you guys literally told me to listen to y'all. So a lot of y'all said that the value that you guys feel I should offer is not the value that I'm offering to pay for a membership. So with that said, I'm gonna do what I did originally, which is I'm a gig tube channel. I'm gonna talk about my my ride. I'm talking about my day, like all the deliveries I did. I'm gonna show all the deliveries. I'm gonna talk about because my day I be having some of the craziest deliveries. I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna talk about moments. Okay. In regards to a panel, at this point, I don't have the energy or the time to do panels. But what I will promise you guys is that if I feel like there's something that might be fun to talk about that I think a lot of people will jump on that can add value to a conversation, I'll do that. I'll let people come on. I'll let people, cook, whatever you want to call it, okay? But what I had to understand yesterday with the thought that I had and the conversations I had with a few people today, even after making this big mistake in my life, is that I can't make everybody happy. I'm not going to make everybody happy. And right now, half of you guys are here because of drama, because I started talking about race and you guys hated the fact I was self-hating, engaged in self-hate. A lot of you guys hated that, but a lot of you guys are here for the wrong reasons. You're not here for what my channel stood for. And a good thing that it at one point was promoting and pushing out that was actually equaling dollars. And I went away from that because of the fact the same way that I was pushed to go and try to, go to school for to be a or all this stuff. That's what's happening now. To where I'm so focused on trying to make the people that's on this channel happy, which is why I push the memberships because most of y'all want those panels because you know the panel is gonna be drama, just like yesterday. It ain't get fun for a lot of you guys until Holly came on and Christina came on. Then it got fun for you guys. But this is some like that's some nasty work that I was engaged with yesterday. I'm not trying to make my life about that. I'm not trying to make my life. I don't want to make my life about that. But here's another thing, okay? I do somebody like I hope if he's watching, he understands this. I do somebody a favor, okay? I told him that he can keep the car in my parking garage, which saved like 3 months of parking fees, of storage fees for his car. But the deal was he was supposed to get the tax, and then he was going to send the tax for me to drive the car and turn it out rental car while he was out of town. But for 3 months, the tax never came, never got the tax. And then he gave me, I guess, for a storage unit that I don't remember him giving me the key. And now I get a text that did I find a key because he doesn't have clothes or whatever, or money to go buy some. So now if I don't find that key, it's my fault and I'm gonna feel bad. Like I did something wrong when I saved him all that money. And I don't remember having that key, but he claimed he gave it to me. But you see what I mean by you see what I mean by my life, what I involved myself with, and that's over with today. Today is over with because the mistake I made today was that big that I gotta absolutely change my life. And I can't keep what Scott Hall said yesterday, flip flopping. This is why I flip flop because of the people I involve in my life and the people that I try to make happy that's in my life instead of focusing on myself. So right now, to focus on myself or put the focus back on myself, I'm going to no longer do panels unless it's something that somebody reaches out like, hey, can we do a panel about this? I'm no longer doing panels. Now, I will say some of the big supporters like H-Way, people like that, if y'all want to come on and y'all want to do a panel, y'all, I give y'all that. I'll let you do that. Okay? But when it comes to like just doing it, I'm not doing it. It's not good for mental health right now. I'm gonna do ride along videos. I started one today. I'm gonna put it out even though it's half a day because I was like I got distracted with the phone call that I had. But I'm gonna do ride along videos. I'm gonna do gig tube videos on this channel because ultimately that's gonna get me the views and that's gonna get me the money off of YouTube. And then I'm gonna do life videos updating you guys on my life, what's going on in my life, how my life is going. But right now we're starting at $0. The goal is $20,000 by September 1st. Okay. Now my son, he's gonna be here as soon as that death in the family is about to come happens. But me trying to get the flights and all that, and me trying to do all this and that, it triggered like a lot triggered this manic episode I'm going through right now. And I sound calm, but guys, I'm going through it right now. But trying to accomplish enough to take care of all that is impossible to where yesterday I told his mom, like, look, I just screwed up trying to make enough to like come to see this lady before she goes because I missed my grandmother's passing. I missed my grandfather's passing. I didn't want to do that with this. I felt like this lady was important enough for me to say bye before, I can't afford it. And it is what it is. I can't afford it. With everything going on, with me moving back to Wilmington, I can't afford to go to Wilmington and even spend a week there in hotel rooms, rental car costs. But I tried. But the good thing about it is she told my son, oh, it's all adorable. She told my son she really wants him to come to California to visit, to learn basketball from like great players, not me, but great players and all, etc. So she wants them to go. So mom told me that, you know, even if you can't, even if you can't make it, it's fine because she wanted him to come to, she wanted him to come to California anyway. So that's what we got going on. So I'm gonna accommodate that. I'm gonna accommodate her wishes. But as this live is about to die, this phone is about to die. Um, we've been on here for an hour. Now I'm gonna do a pre-recorded video. Now tomorrow I'm gonna come on live. And when I come on live tomorrow, I'm going to do a question and answer. It's meaning that I'm not gonna talk about nothing particular. I'm only gonna talk about the stuff y'all want to talk about in the chat. Now the chat is still gonna be on for you guys because it's gonna die. I gotta call this person. Hey, this is Dennis, DoorDash driver, letting you know your fourth pizza or third pizza, pretty much the pizza that you forgot to mark for delivery. I grabbed it for you, so I put it outside. So yeah, because yep. So you got it out here. Thanks again. Yeah, no problem. Okay. Left it at the door. Now when I come back on here, guys, y'all might want to go to the Discord, make a Discord account because once I get the charger, I'm gonna go